so many things that can go horribly wrong. And that's a lot of where my anxiety stems from when I go on trips is, what if we're 11 hours away and my child doesn't have their stuffy that they love so much that they sleep with? Hi, welcome to the Simplicity Sisters. Thank you for watching our videos today. I hope that you will find this instructive. This video is hopefully going to be kind of short today because I didn't get to bed until 3 a.m. because of the subject of the video, actually, which is traveling with children. We just drove through the night, as we always do when we come back from visiting the grandparents, and we didn't get home until probably 2:30, and didn't get to bed until after we put the kids to bed, of course, and they were thirsty and hungry when they got home, and it was just, so 3 a.m., and that's pretty typical for when we do our overnight trip. So the reason we travel through the night when we go to see Alex's parents is because they are about 9 hours away without stops, and with a 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and a 8-month-old. It's a bit of a circus situation. It's just a lot of needy, loud. It's mostly the potty breaks and just the yelling and the not sleeping. Driving through the night is so hard on us, but it is so much better than the alternative, which is sticking 2 little children and a baby in a car all day long, and then getting there to their grandparents' house when they're all excited and immediately putting them to bed. It's just not practical. So that's what we do, and this video is going to be a little bit about just our packing routine because we've tweaked it a lot, and I've tweaked it a lot just in the past few months. And we go to see grandparents. My parents are about 3 hours away, and we do go see them frequently. And for Alex's parents, who are the 9 hours away, we still see them a lot considering how far they are and how, like, the ages of the kids. It's still a lot. So even though we don't fly or anything with the kids, the last time I flew was 2012, before we were married. So even though we don't fly with the kids, we do travel a lot, even though it's just grandparents' house. So I was just going to share my method of packing and how it's worked for us, and it's worked very well. I've just kind of been doing that this year, this method that I have. So I was just going to give you a little bit of a view of how we do that. Okay, so this is just unpacking reality. I've got my suitcase and just a bunch of our stuff because, like I said, we didn't get in until late and we didn't get to bed until about 3 a.m. So this is just how it is. But I thought it might be nice to show you, instead of the perfect reality, which is kind of how it looks when we set out on our trip. This is what it looks like coming in. So we do have a bag in this laundry basket full of dirty clothes. Not full. We did laundry while we were there, but it has some dirty clothes in it. So these aren't full, but these are the 3 boxes for my kids. So first of all, this is how they stack, and I find this to be very convenient. These are just IKEA boxes, and they stack like this in the car. We have a van, and they just go in the van like this, and this is super convenient for us when we're traveling. Now, of course, this wouldn't work on a plane, but because we don't fly, we just drive, this works great for us right now. This is my daughter's stuff. This is her box, and for now I just have all of her stuff in there except a few winter things that we needed going further up north. This is my son's box. His is more full because he's a little bit older and he just has a few more things right now than my daughter does. And this box is pretty random looking right now, but this is the baby's box and winter stuff for all the kids. So you can see there's some onesies and different things for the baby, but also here's my 4-year-old's hoodie and his jean jacket, and there's a sleep sack for the baby, and there's a knit poncho and a jacket for the 2-year-old. some socks. We have hats in there. So, like I said, all of these stack. This one does not have a name on it because it is not a permanent fixture in the house. But these two actually go under the kids' beds, and these are their everyday boxes. And this is where the beauty of the system comes into play. So this one, I will just unpack this. I put her stuff in her drawers in the room where she's sleeping for now. And the winter stuff will just go in their boxes on top, just resting on top. And then this box, this empty box, will just go in our closet because we have the space for it. But every day, I'm gonna close this so it's not distracting. Every day, my 4-year-old goes under his bed, and this is just a very minimal task that he's been assigned as he dresses himself. And this makes it very easy and simple for him because he just pulls it out and he's plenty old enough to find pants and a shirt for himself and to also fold things and put them away. It's not perfect at all and he doesn't always do it, but this is the goal and he's able to do it. And they just slide right under his bed. And this one does as well for the 2-year-old. They share a room and she just has her box right under her bed. And we're working on it because she often will pick 2 pairs of pants or just 2 shirts or a pair of pants and a dress. So we're working on it, but she will go and pick out her own outfit for the day too. And it is really, really awesome. So the best part of this system really is when we get home from our trip, I don't have to fold or unfold. I don't have to do any unnecessary washing. I don't have to do unpacking. I just slide them under the beds. That's where they go. And when we go on a trip, they just come out and stack. So this is by no means a perfect system, and I'm not trying to say that this is the way to go. This is just what's been working for me, and I'll try to do more in the future for packing for the kids, because for me, this is a huge stress and anxiety trigger, because there are other people usually involved with travel. There's like time restraints or constraints, and there are just a bunch of stresses for getting on the road. Even if you're not flying, even if you're working on your own timeline, we drive through the night, and that comes with its own set of stressors, because we have to make sure we're awake and alert. There are all these factors you have to think about. So I definitely understand that packing creates a lot of chaos sometimes, and packing with kids creates a ton of chaos. And for me, it's just so hard getting out the door. You have to remember to take the trash out so you don't have trash sitting all the time. You have to clean the coffee maker so your coffee grounds don't get moldy while you're gone. You have to water the plants. You have to make sure that there's nothing gross on the floor. There are just so many factors for me. So any little thing that I can do to simplify the packing process is amazing. So I just wanted to touch on that really fast, that I would like to make another video later that has to do with this, but making a master list for your packing is so helpful. And Alex and I were just talking about this. We actually don't have one. I used to have one, but that was back when we had 1 kid and then 2 kids, and things change so much between children and your phases. Like this is the first time I've ever traveled with a breast pump, and it's just so many changes. But there are so many things that are necessary that I have to take with me now. If we forgot the ergo, it would be like we'd have to go out and spend $150 on a new ergo. I mean, that sounds really dramatic, but honestly, I don't know how we could survive without one. We have been caught out before without sound machines. We cannot deal without sound machines. Our children won't sleep. So we have to always remember the sound machine. I have forgotten them before, and it's been really, really bad. There are times when you forget toothbrushes or whatever, things that are just necessary that you have to have. This trip, I had a migraine the whole time I was packing, and I did a pretty good job. I got out the door. It was stressful, but it was okay. But I forgot my purse, and I didn't realize it until we were 2 hours out on a 9-hour trip, and it just wasn't going to be worth going back with the kids. So I was without my purse and my license for the entire trip, and we were gone for like a week and a half. There's just always going to be something. So a master list is massively helpful, and I still have some of my old master lists. And again, I do have frequent migraines. If you have anything like that, anxiety, ADD, just being a mother, it's so many things you're checking off your list all the time. You have to remember, to set the thermostat. There are just so many things. I wanted to make our bed before we left, and I didn't even get a chance to. There were just so many factors. So just having a master list, I felt like would have helped me a lot this trip to just do things in a better order, to be more efficient, and to make sure I didn't forget anything. And honestly, I wouldn't have thought to put my purse on that list. It's normally by the door, and it was hanging on the rocking chair instead. And it was hanging on the rocking chair the whole time we were gone. But I would definitely put that on a list now. I would put every little thing. I used to put, teething capsules and pacifiers. I mean, if you forget a pacifier that your child sleeps with, if you forget a lovey that your child sleeps with, there are so many things that can go horribly wrong. And that's a lot of where my anxiety stems from when I go on trips is, what if we're 11 hours away and my child doesn't have their stuffy that they love so much that they sleep with? There are just so many things. So I will probably make a video in the future, and maybe I'll include all of the items on my master list once we make one, an updated one. But yeah, this was my pretty short video just on packing and traveling with children and trying to make your mental load just a little bit lighter. Once again, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Simplicity Sisters and my traveling with children video. I hope it was instructive. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was encouraging in some way. Maybe it gave you an idea of how you might be able to ease your mental load when you travel with kids. If not, that's fine. But, parents have to do what they have to do to make their lives go more smoothly. And this is just what's been working for us. So if you have a different method that's really been working well for you, I would really love to hear it. And I'm not just saying that, I would love to hear it because I'm always looking for better methods to make our lives easier. So we hope you like, comment, and subscribe. We would love a subscription to our channel so that we can interact more with you guys and that we can just provide more content for you to see. And we've really enjoyed talking to you guys in the comment section. The interaction lately has been so great, and we're just really excited about the growth of our channel, and we really appreciate it because obviously that's all you guys. So thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.